Dear homeless people, I am angry and I am disgusted, not at or because of you, but for you. It seems a bit pretentious, given that I have a lovely home and I have the money to continue to house myself and feed myself and clothe myself, where many homeless people don't. And all of those statements may well be true. That doesn't, however, diminish my emotion behind homelessness, I guess. About homelessness, sorry. I spoke to a homeless man just before Christmas. He approached me and he asked me if I had any money so that he could get into a hostel. Now, I never carry change. That's not me bullshitting anyone. I just never carry cash. And on the rare occasions when I do, I feel really bad if I gave you like 3p, because then I look like a knob. But I will always offer to buy someone tea or coffee, and that's what I did for this guy. And he had a cast. It wasn't a cast. He had a bandage on his leg, and he had a crutch. And I asked him why. And he showed me what was on his leg, and it was one of the nastiest things I've ever seen. It was a burn, a very bad burn, from where a few drunk people had set fire to his sleeping bag while he was in it. And that right there sums up the attitude towards homeless people in England / the UK. They're either ignored, you are either ignored. People just walking past you, not stopping to say hello, and just assuming the worst of you, or doing the worst to you. I've seen homeless people get spat on, I have seen them kicked, verbally abused, in this man's case physically burnt, because it was funny. And no, it's not. The homeless are people. They are battling against so many things. You don't know what their situation is. You don't know what anyone's situation is. That guy with the dog was kicked out of his girlfriend's apartment, and the only thing he got to keep was the dog. And 9 out of 10 times, a homeless person who has a pet will look after themselves better than someone who doesn't, because they have something to look after. Another animal to look after. 3 minutes isn't enough to get in all the apologies I could make on behalf of people everywhere, and how we look at poverty. Because yes, there's poverty to the extent of people starving in Kenya or walking through shit every single day to get to school. That's abject poverty. That doesn't lessen the difficulties of the people who are living on the streets of London, where they could get mugged at any minute, where people ignore them, where young people feel the need to run away from home and they have nowhere to go, so they turn to the streets. It's fucking awful. And on days when it's as cold as it is today, my heart goes out. Please take care. And if anyone who isn't homeless sees this, which I know you will, please, please, please offer people food, offer them kindness, offer them company where you can, because that's all people need. Take care.